Hello and welcome to this workshop on Diakonia and Poverty Alleviation, learning from an African process. In seeking to address poverty on the African continent, the Lutheran Church in Africa undertook joint reflection and conversations for effective contribution to addressing the root causes and consequences of poverty in Africa. The first conversation sought to identify the root causes of poverty at global and continental levels by listening to the voice of the church. This was done through a consultation on poverty and the mission of the church in Africa. The second gathering interrogated the root causes of poverty in Africa, listening to the disaggregated voices of men, women, and youth, addressing different poverty drivers. This was done through a regional consultation on climate change, food insecurity, and other poverty drivers on the continent. The final step was an attempt at listening to the voices of the affected communities, and this was done through the three sub-regional assessments of the elements of poverty at community level. Through these conversations, a number of issues were prioritized. At global and national levels, the church agreed that it needed to engage in dialogue with regional and global bodies whose decisions perpetuate poverty in the continent. A critical analysis and interpretation of the achievements of national and international bodies was also prioritized. Additionally, it became clear that it's important to monitor specific issues such as trade, gender, and empowerment. Coming down to the congregational and parish levels, the church must engage communities and parishioners themselves to create an understanding of the impoverishment processes they go through. In so doing, the church needs to identify the key poverty drivers as well as potential actions needed to reverse the impoverishment process. These conversations revealed that an analysis of the impoverishment process is often colored by the context. Hence, Diakonia always has to be in context. An awareness of the global and national contexts is important for assessing the framework conditions within which communities live, but it should not detract from the importance of the local context. Later on today, we will elaborate on the process of engaging communities to assess the impoverishment process and plan for diaconal action. Thank you very much for your attention.